What's going on? Back with another psychology video. Today I'm going to be doing a deep dive into the mindset shift that I had that completely just revolutionized and accelerated my profitability. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some notes in my journal back from 2022, right? So this is going to be some reflection, and how I want to start off this conversation for this video is I'm going to be asking you guys this: what is the number one reason to why both, right? Because the reasoning, the answer is the same for both categories. Why are long-term investors, so people that invest for hedge funds, banks, institutions, smart money, or just retail speculators? Because smart money, they are profitable overall, versus retail money or small speculators, what we are, tend to be unprofitable. Why is that? What's the number one reason for intraday traders, small speculators, long-term investors? Why are they unprofitable? I'm going to ask you guys this, right? It's due to a very well-known statistic that we all know and we're aware of. It's due to over trading. So we obviously know that we're going to be more susceptible to over trading and intraday trading, right? We know that. It's a lot more difficult. So we need to understand and really dissect the psychology of trading and how it completely contradicts human nature and psychology, right? So we need to take a deep dive into that. So the second that you click buy and sell on the chart, what is happening? You're being hit with these constant dopamine spikes, right? You see your P&L go from green to red, it's going up and down, and it really just clouds your judgment. We've all been there. We're in replay mode. You're executing to the T, right? There's no clouded judgment. You're just in the zone. You're in that flow. Why is it that we lose that flow whenever we're live trading? And I'm telling you guys, it's because you guys are lacking structure, right? A lot of us, we tend to, project any type of emotional whatever is going on within onto the markets, and we don't even realize that until we start journaling, because there's so much that goes on in our minds subconsciously that we're just not aware of until you raise awareness for those thoughts. That's the key importance of journaling. So if you guys really want structure in your guys' trading, you guys need to understand that the second that any type of emotional intent is brought up while you're intraday trading or just doing an analysis on anything, you need to completely just shut it off, right? You can still execute if you're like being vigilant with how you're watching your emotions, but in my experience, I'm telling you 9 times out of 10, that's how those good sessions slowly go into horrible sessions where you just lose control, because you guys are lacking that structure, that clarity. So before you get to that point to where you're just revenge trading, your FOMO entries, and you're just blowing up, you need to get a grip, right? You need to get control of the situation, understand that, my emotions are like, it's gonna get to a point to where I'm going to start to lose control. Why don't I pull myself out now whenever it's easy and I'm doing the right decision, versus whenever I get to that point where I am tilting and you're just blowing endless accounts, right? You guys need to understand that it's really embarrassing. It really is. There's people that are less smarter than you, people that know less than you, and people are more profitable than you. Why is that? Because they have structure. And you know what, there's this quote that I have in my journal that's actually like, I just love it, right? I don't know the author of the book. For whatever reason, I would journal a bunch of quotes that like really just stood out to me, and I just wouldn't put the author, book page, or anything, but it's cool. But this is the quote: it's some people would rather accept the pain that they are used to than accept the fear of something new. Now that is huge, right? I'm going to be asking you this: are you accepting? Because this was me for a long time. This is why I delayed gratification so much, because are you accepting the pain, right? Are you accepting the pain of those losses, of being unprofitable? Are you guys accepting that pain because you guys are used to it? That's all you guys ever known. You guys are depressed because you guys don't like your lives. You guys don't like your guys' parents are barely making ends meet, right? You guys are working a 9 to 5. You guys are working for somebody else. That's not the dream life at all, right? You guys have to combat that. You guys are used to that. You guys are getting used to that endless cycle, right? How do you break out of it? How do you get out of that? It's so easy. You guys are trading on the way to work. You guys don't have time to do what you guys really want to do. Why is that? Why is that? Why are you not going all in? Why are you familiarizing yourself with the pain, with the constant depression? You guys know that you guys are not where you guys want to be in life right now. Stop familiarizing yourself with that. Stop projecting that insecurity of perfection. I need that perfect strategy. I need that 100% win rate, which simply does not exist in the markets. Whether you do quants, AI trading, whatever type of bullshit, that shit does not exist in the markets. There's no such thing as an 100% win rate, right? There isn't. No matter if you're a machine or you're a human being, it doesn't exist. The enigma that you're chasing, the perfection that you're after, it's within. It really is, right? You guys need to understand that you guys need to stop familiarizing yourselves with these terrible, just degenerate activities, and you guys need to understand that by slowly but surely, if you guys switch, right, it doesn't have to be a light bulb that you switch, like you go to sleep, you wake up, I'm a new man. That's not how you reform yourself. That's not how you build good habits. You have to do it slowly, right? We like to familiarize ourselves with different things, but you need to do it slowly, so you could slowly but surely build a strong foundation. Think of it like a seed. Right now the seed, it just got planted, and the roots are all over the place. They're not organized, there's no structure, there's no clarity. But the second that you start building a good foundation and, you know, good habits, you start familiarizing yourself with good things. And what's ultimately gonna happen from those good things? You're gonna start forcing yourself to see payouts. You guys are gonna start forcing yourselves to start following your rules. You're gonna start saving money without even knowing it. It's actually crazy. So I'm telling you guys this, stop projecting that internal whatever insecurity of being perfect. Stop chasing perfection in the market that doesn't have. But yeah, ultimately that's the mindset shift that completely changed it all for me. I was just so disgusted with myself. Every single day I'd be like, yo, what am I doing right now? I'm not trading the way that I want to trade. I know I'm capable of doing this the right way. Why is it that I can't? And the answer to your question, right, because I'm not the only one that's felt this, right, it's like a mold. You're molding yourself into somebody that you want to be, right? But I'm telling you guys this right now, it's because you guys have familiarized yourselves with the bad things of trading, right? You guys are familiar with blowing accounts. That's what's normal to you guys. It's not normal for you guys to take payouts, but the second that you guys get into that spiral, into that good habit of taking payouts, it becomes a new normal. So the hardest part, think of it like, what's a good analogy? The hardest part is like climbing a mountain, right? The second that you climb one mountain, you know that you could do it. So it's easy whenever you do it again and again and again. But the hardest part is doing it the first time. So that's the mindset shift that just gave me structure and clarity. And it's to understand that if you do this right, if you do this how it's supposed to be, and you take it slow and you do it with structure and clarity, right? Stop familiarizing yourselves with bad things, right? Stop blowing accounts, stop degenerately just pressing buttons. And you guys just need to be vigilant with your emotions. As you guys are journaling, be like, yo, I'm about to enter a state where I'm going to lose control, so why not pull myself out now, right? Why now? Why not do it now versus whenever you're in that zone of blowing up and you're clicking buttons for no reason? It's a mess, right? It's a nightmare. This is another quote that stood out to me. Again, I have no idea why I didn't put the page numbers, the books, or the authors. I just have a bunch of quotes. But this is back from 2022. But this was, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? So I'm genuinely gonna ask you guys this: what are you guys chasing? Like, what is your purpose? Always have your objective. Like, what is your objective from trading? Is it to replace your 9-to-5? Stop getting stuck in this constant, dilemma. You guys are getting stuck in this constant phase of delusion, right? You guys are working a 9-to-5. You guys are working for somebody else. You guys are not living the lives that you guys want to live, but you guys are stuck in this daydreaming phase where you're like, I'm gonna have this 50K month, this 100K month, which don't get it wrong. Like, it's easy. Well, it's not easy, it's possible. It's very much possible, and it's easy if you make it easy, right? To the typical person, right? 99% of people fail, so I'm not gonna say that this endeavor is something easy, but it's easy for the 1% that are able to do it. But you're not following your rules, you're not building discipline, and you're setting yourself up for failure whenever you zoom out the trajectory of your trading. So think of it like this: build structure, build clarity, do it the right way. And yeah, I hope you guys took something from this video. If you guys like videos like this, hit that subscribe, hit that like. But hey, only subscribe to me if you guys are gonna keep up with the content, because a lot of people subscribe and don't keep watching the videos. But yeah, that's me yapping. I don't know how long this video is. I seriously hope that you guys took something like from this video. Again, bro, this is from my journal from excuse me. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. There's gonna be some raw footage, not a lot of editing, not a lot of anything, but I hope it was conducive. Like, I just hope you guys learned something. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.